about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden Barrett and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
After 2 previous final defeats in 2002 and 2009. In 2019 actually, the Senegal Lions of Senegal are champions of Africa. And that's how I welcome you to today's episode of Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho and Salifu Usman is right here with me. Salifu, a night where history was made, a night that, let's say the rest of Black Africa were excited. I think the only people who were not excited in this one are the Egyptians, because it looks like football lovers all over the world, across the continent, are especially excited for Senegal.
Yes, you can't say more than that. Everybody was full of joys for Senegal, and that at least finally, Senegal has now been among the AFCON title winner. Congratulations to Senegal, and that is why you can see the joys for all the Senegalese, to the extent that even the president of the country have declared today as a national day for Senegal. You can't have it more than that. They have, and actually, Senegal deserve their victory.
Senegal deserves their victory. We'll be talking about that as we go deeper into today's episode of Sports Orbit. Of course, just like Santu said, the president has declared today a national day to properly celebrate this victory. After trying for so long, finally Senegal are champions. There are no hard feelings to the Egyptians. They put up a good fight also, but they had to just let this one go. And you could also see in that one where Mane went over to console his teammates, Mosala, telling him that yes, you lost this one, but there are other AFCONs coming up. You might be lucky next time around. But for now, Senegal allow us and celebrate this share in this victory with us.
Yes, if as much I also feel for Salah that remember this is the second AFCON title he's losing in the final. It was at the final in 2017 where they lost to Cameroon. So at the last edition in his hometown, they couldn't even make it to the final. They knocked out to the quarterfinal. And now come here, Cameroon again, in the final again, hoping that he will finally lay his hand on the AFCON trophy. But unfortunately for him, Senegal thought it otherwise, that they desire it more. And if you look at it historically, I believe that even Salah should also be happy that his own teammate, Mane, is going home with a trophy. At least, yes, he may feel bad that he's not the one celebrating, but I feel he should celebrate the man that Mane has finally won the Mane has finally won the AFCON. Because Senegal, if you look at the moment, Senegal is the top ranked African team.
Yeah. And they've been the top number one country for like the past 2-3 years.
No, for the last 1 year, now they are dominating that dominate African football as number one African ranking based on FIFA ranking. And since Senegal break into in 2000 and in the millennium years, because the game of football, the Senegal football, yes, Senegal has been there before, but the whole world begin to hear of Senegal in terms of football in the millennium years. When in 2002 they get to the final of African Cup of Nations in Mali, and that same year, Korea Japan 2002, when they went to Korea Japan and surprisingly get to the quarterfinal of that competition, where in their first match they beat the defending champion who was France. So And the likes of the Alaji Dior, Papa Dior, Fadiga named and the Kamara and the Sisi and the current coach
Tony Silva, the goalkeeper.
And the current so everybody believed that was the best generation for Senegal at that time. Everybody feel that for such generations to miss AFCON title, it was very painful for them, and they couldn't. Then come to the eras of this, and since that generation should fade away, it takes them for a while again for them to come into the limelight again, and now we came to the era, the generation of Mane. And Mane, apart from the leadership he showed the piece, has tried to show single-handedly carry the Senegal team. 2000 at the last edition in Egypt, everybody was hoping that they are going to win, but unfortunately for them, they lost that title to Algeria. And you can see that consistently, that's what we call football. Consistently, from back to back, they are in the final again. To lose that final again, everybody would have been disappointed, including them would have been disappointed. They scored yesterday during the regulation time, and if you look at the football, here the game was tactically marked. The two teams put up the better marvelous performance, but I see Senegal was a better side in that game yesterday, having a lot of chances, but their chances were not converted. More importantly, when Man now missed a penalty.
Looking at that penalty miss, for me, I felt if you miss a penalty in this kind of game, then I think I just had the feeling that the cup was going to Egypt.
Yes.
With that penalty miss, because these things happen over in football. You miss a clear opportunity like that, and things just go bad. But incidentally, they got to the penalty spot to play off, and Mane still took the final deciding kick that gave them the cup. Just like we were saying before we came on to you, even the panelists, Samoa again said, it takes a lot of courage to miss a penalty in regulation time and also take the deciding penalty. Imagine what could have happened if he didn't miss that penalty.
Just like you said yesterday, after when he was going to take that last kick, I was thinking, I said, oh, why can't they allow that happen to take this penalty? I said, if this is made this penalty again, the whole nation will be mad with him. I said, oh God. But I salute his courage. He was calm, consistent. He was too sure of himself that the first one he missed was just I don't know how to say it. Just a mistake or out of God that was not wrong. But he was so sure of himself that this keeper this time I'll beat you, and he beat the keeper. If you look at the first penalty, period to that man, Musala went to the keeper. And was communicating to the keeper. If you look at it, if you remember, if you watch it vividly, someone came close, tried to interrupt the talking because everybody was having that. Salah was particularly telling the keeper where Mane will put his leg, that he should watch this side, and Mane wanted to interrupt. He telling the keeper, go back to your post. But unfortunately for him, it's like the keeper listening to what that pep talk given by Salah, and it didn't work out. Because not that the penalty was not perfectly kicked, he kicked with a full of shot.
Exactly.
Because Mane don't kick you, full of shot, but the keeper still safe it. So the man came to the last level. I was looking at him, maybe this keeper was still there, he will stop Mane again, and based on the pep talk given to him by Salah in during the regulation time. But Mane was so confident that no. He take a courage. Very few players will take such a decision that he take yesterday. After missing a penalty in the regulation time and the deciding kick. If you lose that penalty, you know what to follow, what the whole country will be mad on you. But he was so sure of himself and went straight and scored that goal for Senegal. Senegal are the African champion. So congratulations to Senegal and everybody. They rightly deserve that honor.
Fine. The same vein, interim Eagles coach Austin Ekwamon Olise have also congratulated Senegal over that AFCON victory. I mean, up to Senegalese citizens. I was watching a clip on a sister station this morning in Paris, in front of the Eiffel Tower. It was like somewhere in Dakar. The whole streets were filled at that time of the night, filled with Senegalese citizens who are based in Paris, celebrating that victory. In fact, some of their French counterparts also joined them in the celebration. Of course, being a former colony of the French, it was clear who the French were in support of during that game.
Yes.
So it was a complete celebration all through the night, up to the early hours of this morning.
Yes, it is. So, just like you say, just a former colonies, and at the same time, most of the Senegalese nationals are. They have a lot of Senegalese national teams in French. All of them who are there, so they have a lot of population that definitely. And just like say, French And as another friend speaking from France, you should know that even whatever, even the France, even the raw, the pure France citizen will definitely give their backing to the Senegal. And not even only, I think as well, across the world. Because if you watch that match yesterday, if you watch it vividly, you know that Senegal has a better chance to win the match. But just like you said earlier, that you would have feel that if after missing trust go scoring opportunity, and apart from that penalty money, there are several goal chances that their keeper, that Egyptian keeper, Baseki, he was done that even keep the Egyptian in the game till the end of the regulation time.
Interestingly, still on AFCON, interestingly, Egypt will be squaring up against Senegal once again in the World Cup playoffs. And this time around, Egypt have vowed to revenge losing this title to Senegal by ensuring that Senegal does not set foot in Qatar 2022. Samifu, someone yesterday speaking to a couple of friends before while this match was ongoing, someone said it will be unfair to lose the AFCON title and still not book a ticket to Qatar. So these two teams should have an understanding between themselves and agree that if you are winning the AFCON title, you give us the ticket to Qatar. But Egypt are saying we have to revenge this week. But looking at that playoff now, for instance, do you think if Senegal, for instance, does not make it to Qatar, do you think this will be enough consolation for them?
It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
In as much as if you have to, if let's look at it holistically and let's assume that if you are to put on the table asking you Senegal between AFCON and World Cup ticket, which one do you choose? If they are to choose you want. If I'm to choose for Senegal, I think that I will choose AFCON trophy for them because going to the World Cup,
there's no guarantee you're winning.
There's no guarantee you win, but you can only make an appearance. And Senegal have made appearance to the World Cup 2 times. So if they miss this one, but I don't see this Senegal. But it's still get to that the rivalry between Mane and Salah is not yet over.
No, it's not.
Because the 2 of them still want to go to the World Cup. Because any World Cup without any of these 2 players will definitely, if just as the way African parents has to run, because African was like still want if they have to show that to have these 2 African players at the World Cup, Africa would have won it. But now, you have 2 of them are going to play each other. Definitely, one of them must miss out of the World Cup. But if you have to shoot, but I think Senegal will still put everything they have to still get to the World Cup. 2 of these teams were at the World Cup they were at the World Cup at the 2018 World Cup in Russia, but none of them progressed to the second round. But still, 2 of them still have unfinished business at the World Cup, and they want to be at the World Cup.
We still have so much in store for you. There's plenty of basketball news and other stories. That and so much more we'll give to you. We'll come back from this break. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Welcome back from that short break. Still talking about just concluded AFCON 2021 in Cameroon. Of course, yesterday, as it is normally with the final of every competition, awards are handed to different players to reward them for their performances. Player of the tournament went to Sadio Mane himself. Goalkeeper of the tournament Edward Mendy, and of course, highest goal scorer, Vincent Abubakar of Cameroon. But some persons have said they felt Gabaski performed better than Edward Mendy in the goalkeeping arrangement. Even for player of the tournament, some said to them it should have been Abubakar
Yes.
and not Mani.
Man.
But sometimes these awards can be big, but Abubakar got highest goal scorer. But a lot of times, player of the tournament is either usually comes from the side that,
In the
that
final.
in the final that particularly even won the trophy. Because if Egypt had won, I'm sure Mo Salah would have been awarded player of the tournament trophy. So
I was
sometimes,
telling you that one, Coach.
yeah, and sometimes these awards are misleading because I remember vividly in the World Cup in Brazil, Messi was awarded player of the tournament. A lot of people didn't agree with it, even though they won silver. But Messi, so some saw it as just a FIFA way of just
Appease.
yes, to appease Messi because they all just wanted Messi to at least have a World Cup win, but he didn't win, and he was awarded player of the tournament instead of giving it to one of the German stars. So sometimes this award can be a bit conflicting.
I agree with you. Just like say, sometimes even me, I don't that I need to understand the yardstick they use. But if it is based on the performance of the player, it cumulative loss we have done throughout the tournament. If you look at it, you may not even necessarily give to the player to win the final. But there are some even the player, even the team that fell out into the quarterfinal or the final, there are some fantastic players that they can also give all now based on their performance and what they put on. For instance, Abubakar you mentioned, the Vincent Abubakar of Cameroon. That guy, he may not be in the top class of the like of Messi, the like of Mane, or the like of Mo Salah. But based on this particular AFCON, that guy have shown that he's a star. He carried the Cameroonian team up. Looking at the loser final, the match against Burkina Faso. But his Cameroon were down by 3-0, and they brought him in the second half. Came in the second half, scored 2 goals, and helped to assist to ensure that Cameroon equalized. I mean, he came in just 20 minutes to the end of the match, scored 2 goals, and created another assist. Cameroon equalized, and then went to the penalty. He was also one of those that came the deciding penalty and ensured that Cameroon win that top plate match. If not for him, Cameroon would have ended that competition without anything. So for putting just courage, just performance, if they have awarded him of the tournament, I would have argued. Okay, Mani today has also done well. He carried the Senegal team up here. There's no much argue about it. You can also Mani deserve it. But if you give it back, I will not also query it. But if you get coming to the goalkeeping, our best goalkeeper of the tournament. Yes, Edward Mendy is a top class goalkeeper. One of the at the moment is the best goalkeeper in the world based on FIFA judgment. And FIFA is the owner of the football. So whatever FIFA says, what to have to all agree with it. According to FIFA, he's the best goalkeeper at the moment, at the currently. So, but if you're looking at that AFCON, the Egyptian keeper has been very, very fantastic to this tournament. If he keeps Senegal, he keeps Egypt up to this final. Even the quarter-final match against Cote d'Ivoire, he was saved 2 penalty.
Yeah, all in all, he saved about 6 penalties. Leading up to
the semi-final match against against Cameroon.
Yeah.
It was also him. Yesterday again, he saved penalty in the regulation time and also saved another one in the sport kick. Yeah. So to me, he's done well to deserve also be a goalkeeper of the tournament. But if I'm a coach, if I'm to select the team of the tournament, if you ask me to select the team of the tournament, I'll pick him as the goalkeeper of my team for them. If I have to select the best level from that, I'll select him as number 1 goalkeeper. Not saying that Mendy has not done well, but to me, based on that particular competition, this guy has done fantastically well.
Away from that for now and on to basketball, where fractional president of the MBBF, Mark Igoche, has charged the Tigers to make Nigeria proud in the World Cup qualifiers. Igoche is charging the Tigers to do the nation proud.
Yes, that is a good thing, and I hope the Tigers will finally turn up and play for the country. Remember, they tried not to play for the country about their backlog of salary. They are owing them about $50,000. And because he has also promised that he's going to ensure that he offset all the backlog owing the player. But we hope that the crisis in the Nigerian Football Federation, the Nigerian Basketball Federation, will be sent through that to allow somebody. Let's know first who is to lay in charge. Let's know who is to lay in charge. And at this time of when the players don't even know who and who to hold responsible. Because
that's the thing.
yes, but the players look at that at the moment, they are even at the dilemma. Now they have the competition. Who is in charge of their welfare? They don't know. And apart from the one they are able to them, now we are charging them to go all out and make the country proud. Mark has promised that the benefit of basketball will ensure that okay, your welfare, everything that we're going to pay you. But is he going to pay from his own pocket, or what is he going to pay him from the player for? But not have given to him. Mark he has the best emotional most basketball. I'm not doubting if I'm not doubting him. He has the capacity and he can be willing to not even mind to bring his personal money to appease the guy to have to settle there and let this guy go out and do the country proud. So just as you see, all the girls, the match is going to start on the 10th of this month. On the 10th of this month, that is about this 3 days time in Serbia, and we hope that they will be able to pick one of the tickets to represent Africa again at the FIBA World Cup coming up in Sydney, Australia.
Away from that, of course, now the 39th edition of the Ramat Cup will kick off February 12th in Kano. The Ramat Cup has been a competition actually named in honor of former head of Federal Murtala Mohammed, and it's actually a useful competition where grassroots footballers are developed. So
yes, you Sports Federation of Nigeria has over the year used this particular competition to groom, to identify, to unveil new talents, and even the Nigerian Football Federation and Nigeria, the country as a whole, can testify to it that yes, youth organized several competitions, the like of Yakuba Igbeni, the likes of Kanu Wako, the likes of even the current Super Eagles coach in the Babo, they were all products of youth who played at the youth. Remember the first team that won Nigeria a FIFA gold medal, led by the Moduka Badi. They were all teams that were taken from youth organized competition. And that is why even people are even crying now, where is our grassroots competition? Where is youth one? But good to look at youth one is we are still very available, but some psychopaths or some other things have not as effective as they used to be again. But thanks to Kano State government has keep faith successfully with this competition in collaboration with the Youth Federation of Nigeria. And thank God that even the current president of the Youth Federation of Nigeria is also the deputy governor of Kano State, Dr. Nasir Gahuna. So and because of his person and his committee, he has ensured that this competition will remain well. Kano State government, right from during the era of Governor Sakaro, the current senator Sakaro, all the Kano State governors who are come have ensured that this competition stay, and the current governor Alayi Umar Dambiji has also ensured that this competition stay. And to me, there's a lot of benefit to Nigerian youth. A lot of people have benefited from this competition, and we commended the Kano State government to ensure that this competition never die off, all in memory of the members General Mohammed from Kano State, in memory of the late military icon who have done all this competition to us.
Away from that now on to the Saudi Arabian, where Igalo actually scored on his debut in the FIFA World Cup for Al Hilal, and they are now built to face Chelsea in the semi-final of the FIFA World Club Cup. They actually won. Okay, it was a team from actually UAE, Al Jazeera, where Igalo actually scored the equalizer in a match that ended up in a 6-1 drubbing of Al Jazeera, and they set up a semi-final clash with Chelsea in the FIFA World Cup. So I think the young man is still showing that he still has some goals with him whenever he becomes scoring on your debut.
Yes.
And Igalo is one player who almost every club he has been to has scored. Same thing he did even when he moved to Watford. Same thing when he moved to United on loan, scoring on his debut.
Where everybody felt like he cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So Igalo sometimes there's something that's going well for him. When he thought that the Igalo is fitting out, he's saying that no, I'm still very much available. That's what we were. If you remember one of the shows, maybe in the absence of Osimi, if Igalo had been at the World Cup at the AFCON, maybe Nigeria would have felt better because he has his eyes in the goal. And now this is almost a year now when he left Manchester United, where everyone's talking now. It's an opportunity for him to also tell the English club that yes, Igalo is still remaining Igalo because he's having an opportunity to play with Chelsea tomorrow, and I believe that he'll be able to put all the performances to also remind the Chelsea and the English football fans, because hopefully playing with Chelsea will give him an opportunity across the Nigerian fans, across the globe, for many people to have an eyes on and see what he's going to do. Maybe Man will still come back again and have to take him in another role.
Okay. Who knows? In football, you never know what happens next. Also good news for I think Nigerian fans, for a lot of Nigerian fans. Victor Osimhen was in action yesterday and he scored on his return from injury. So good one also from the young man. And
Yes.
we need to have all these players in form, especially in that
As
playoff.
we play, as we wait for next month, decide
So
one
we
against
need to
Blackburn.
have we need a full house, throwing everything to ensure that we pick a ticket to Qatar 20.
And let me even remind you, there's a prediction against Nigeria by one prophet, Ayodele Ableti. That particular prophet was put to shame yesterday. You remember, he prophesied against Senegal that Mali, Egypt is going to win. So
Exactly.
he was put to shame yesterday,
Yes.
and as the advisor said, show also Nigeria will put him to shame.
Yes, exactly. And so it will be. Well, on to the NPFL down where Remo Stars have finally reclaimed top spot once again as they defeated 2FC 1-0 in Ikene, while Rivers United tasted defeat for the first time after falling 1-0 to Plateau United in Jos. So, a tough encounter. I saw highlights of that game, and Remo Stars, a hard-fought victory, but they won that one, and Rivers United, a tough game also against Plateau United. I mean, we all know Plateau United is also a crack team, and they fell 1-0 to that one. And Rivers United are now a point below Remo Stars in the NPFL, while Plateau United are number 2 on the table. Eyimba also won. I think crucial away. So I think kudos to Finidi George. He's doing a wonderful job. That put them number 4 on the log. So game on, I think the season is shaping up nicely. Interesting matches. I mean, it's good to have a feel of the MPFL with the matches week in, week out.
Yes, I do. Fantastic result at the weekend, and at the same time, it shows you about what is not happily Remo Star one man standing as beating the only beating yet to taste defeat. River United have finally lose their unbeaten run to Plateau, to your side, to Plateau United. Now you remain only Plateau Remo Star who are yet the only team who are yet to taste defeat after 12 round of matches. And just like we see down the table, but the gap between the two sides are too very close.
Very close.
It's just one gap, just 1 point. Even Plateau United, who is second, who is third on the log, just one point down to River United. So it's still very close. And so any slip,
number one can be number four.
Thank you. Yeah. So we all Remo start to maintain their winning momentum and continue what they are doing, so that they'll be able to maybe say just like normally say maybe they'll be a lesser of Nigeria.
Yeah, looking good so far. I mean, before we go, some FA Cup matches went down during the weekend, and of course, some big teams were sent packing from the competition by championship sides and even teams in the lower division. United couldn't make much of that one, as it was 1-1 in regulation time and went down to penalties, and the youngsters, Elanga actually missed that one and knocking United out of the competition by Middlesbrough. And also the shock of the weekend was Leicester City, who were transformed by Nottingham Forest. The only goal for Leicester City came through Kelechi Iheanacho. A beautiful goal, a nice solo run, and he tugged down in the net, but Nottingham Forest. In fact, at the time when he scored that goal, it was already 3-0, and he was 3-1. It looked like Leicester might come back into the game, but rather Nottingham Forest added another goal, and it was 4-1. And recall that they are actually the FA Cup holders, but they'll be knocked out of the competition. But Chelsea progressed, Man City progressed, and Liverpool also progressed in the FA Cup. So, game on,
and I feel sorry for Man United to get that the championships will knock them out of the competition. But that's football for you.
But I mean, that's how the FA Cup and Carabao Cup are usually.
It's always that there's an upset, full of upsets, and even the Chelsea who are still standing, and Liverpool are still standing, and Manchester United are still. These are the only top three who are still standing. They still have Middlesbrough and that's for us to contest with, and maybe who say one of them can be also be pulled out of that competition again. But congratulations for Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough for still shading shoulder with the big boys.
Tottenham won 3-1 against fellow Premier League side Brighton. Bournemouth lost to Boreham Wood. In fact, Boreham Wood is actually, they call them a non-league side, meaning they are not even in the league category at all, but they won the Premier League side. So this competition is full of plenty of surprises. Luton Town 3-0 against Cambridge, and Norwich, who are struggling in the EPL, defeated Wolves 1-0 in that one. Stoke 2-0 over Wigan Athletic. Southampton 2-1 over Coventry City. Whole lots of games. Huddersfield 1-0 over Barnsley. Everton 4-1 over Brentford. Good one for Frank Lampard. Crystal Palace 2-0 over Hartlepool. Kidderminster Harriers actually lost 1-2 to West Ham, and Chelsea 2-1 against Plymouth. Man U 1-1 in regulation time, but eventually lost, I think 6-5 in penalties. So, but now this is where we draw the curtain for today's episode of Sports Update. Thank you once again. Thank you for being in the studio. So, as the Senegalese celebrate, we are also celebrate with them here.
Yeah, thank you. And finally,
AFCON is over.
And just like Sunday Lucas says, this is one of the best AFCON tournament in the last 20 years.
Exactly. I mean, because that the opposition that came
in terms of tactics, everything was analyzed, and you can't say players. Although the only thing that you had wanted to match the AFCON in the last was the bad officiating. But at least if you look at the
I think towards the end,
the
latter stages,
the officiating
improved. Yeah. Nice one. And going to know, someone said yesterday that the Liverpool coach who was playing down AFCON, 2 of his players were actually in the final. So it shows that, I mean, without those players, Liverpool would have been nowhere. Because two players from the same club meeting in the final of a competition that you call a little competition. That shows you the importance.
And at the same time, he has a full job to do now. As this player go back to the club, because he need a lot of psychology to calm down.
Absolutely. All right, that's why we call it a day for today's episode of Sports Orbit. I bring your host after show, and until we come your way tomorrow again, it's goodbye from here.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.